thanks to MPB for sponsoring this week's video.
The weather is pretty good, I think. It's a bit rainy. It's really windy, no rain now. If we get some good light, it could be unbelievably good. We got a view. We got a view. Have we got a view? That is the most epic thing I've ever seen. It doesn't get better than this. It doesn't ever get better than that. Morning everybody, fantastic to see you all again. So, today I'm going to climb about 750 meters and I want to go super light. So, I'm taking my Z8, probably not the lightest, but I want to take my Z8, not my Z7, and then I'm going to take my 24 to 200mm lens. And that's it. That's the only photography equipment I'm going to take. I've obviously got my mics because they're important for doing the video. I've got a little gimbal mic, which is DJI mic, which I'm going to take. And then the rest of it is just a charger for my phone, a head torch to get down, and my food. Most importantly, my apple. So let's go, get to the bottom of the mountain. I'll tell you a little bit more about why I'm doing this and how I'm going to get some good shots just with this, basically. So, I am on my way now, and the weather is pretty good, I think, but it's just thrown it down with rain. Hopefully I'm not going to get too wet. I'm also here with a friend, Amy, and we've got a doggy as well, which I'll introduce you to in a minute. No pebbles, but we've got four-legged friend. Let's hope it doesn't rain too much. Okay, we're still in the trees at the moment, but that's where I'm going, up there. It's called Goat Fell, and I don't think you can see the top of it at the moment because it's got cloud, and we're going to get absolutely soaked, I think. So, one of the things that you might be wondering is why just take one lens? Well, when you're hiking 800 meters, then you want to get as light as possible, especially when you just have a back operation like I have. So I've just got my 24 to 200mm lens, and I'm hoping that even though the quality of that's not quite as good as the others, it's got good range, and I think I'll be able to get something pretty special up here. And I'm going to show you a trick later on how to get a wide angle shot, a 14mm shot even with that lens. It wasn't too bad up to here. We've missed most of the rain. Unfortunately, I left my phone in the car, so I just done an extra mile, I think. But it's in, you can see it up there. The heather down here looks absolutely fantastic, and I can already see some shots on this river here, so I might have to come back here tomorrow, but keep going, we've got to get to the top. There's no shelter now. We're about 420 meters up, and we got to go back to about 830, and it's so windy. It's really windy, no rain now. I'm very cold because I'm quite wet, but I'm going to stick with it, I think. The wind's going to dry me out, I think, and I've got rainbow, and that's the best thing, especially shooting in that direction, or only shooting in that direction with the sun behind me. I might get a shot of a rainbow. So I've taken a quick shot there, handheld. The view down there is amazing as well. These low clouds look so good. Oh, I'm so excited. Yes. Come on. Right, so it's a bit rainy, but there's just a little glimpse over there of, what's that called? Butte. But where we're going is up here, and that's not great. So unfortunately it's like 4 hours till sunset. I've come here quite early because Amy wanted to come up and get back down, so I wanted to walk up with her, but I don't think it's probably worth waiting, so I might come back tomorrow. Whilst I've got no rain, I'll just tell you why I chose just to bring this camera. First of all, why did I bring the Z7 and also the Z8, and why did I bring the 24 to 200? Well, I could have brought my 24 to 120, which is definitely sharper than this, especially at 24mm. But the extra reach when you're on a mountain makes a really big difference, especially when you're sort of shooting like scenes like this behind me, where you want to pick out details, maybe of a yacht going past, or you know, you're shooting the distant mountains, you want to pick out some details. It makes a really big difference. So that's important. And then the Z8, just for videography, because I'm just shooting most of my videos on my Z8 now, if I just have one body, then I can shoot in 10-bit, which makes a difference to the video quality. I have more flexibility in editing it. So yeah, so that makes a big difference. At the moment I'm shooting this video on my DJI Pocket Go. So this is it. This is my whole video camera, what I'm holding in both hands, video cameras. And that's it really. I wanted something as light as possible. That's as light as possible. It's pretty cool kit. Hopefully I'll get a good shot. I'm going to stick it out, I think. The rain that I thought was just torrential and wouldn't stop has stopped. And even if we have another spell like that, and I think we might have, because look at this behind me, then I think I'll stick it out, because it's spectacular up here. I think I'm going to risk it. It's clearing a bit more up there. I've seen a few more bits of sun out. I'm going to go up. I've got 200 meters to climb. Okay, I'm just taking a little break. It's still clear over there, which is pretty good, but still cloud on top. I love this. This is me, what I think I love the most. Well, definitely what I know I love the most doing. I hope it comes across on video, because I really want to get back to doing more of these videos. I feel like I've lost my way a little bit. Probably traveling to places like Greenland and Svalbard and stuff. And although I enjoy that and I like the photography, I don't think it's really me. This is me on a fell with my camera, getting wet and absolutely loving it. I've got quite a bit of time at the moment, so I've just got my camera here, you can see, set up in portrait mode. This screen is so good. I know it's a small thing, and basically I'm just doing a bracketed panorama, so I'm doing vertical panorama across this scene here, which I think looks absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I'm just going over by 50% every time I do the panorama. I've leveled my tripod, so it all looks pretty good. I think it should work pretty well. What a scene! What a scene! So I've just been shooting at 200mm and a little bit wider as well. The rainbow that's just appearing out at sea there. It's just, I just really like the abstract nature of just the cloud and the rainbow. It looks really fantastic. Oh, the conditions are so good. I've got so lucky. Yes, 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 yes. As I've been walking up, I'm getting closer and closer to this ridge here going along the top, and I think it looks really good when I'm at the top shooting in that direction, because the sun sets over there, so if we get some good light it could be unbelievably good. Pray, please give me good light. We really are nearly there now. 874 meters, I think, from pretty much sea level. I cheated a little bit with my car, but not much. Oh, it's getting very misty. Oh, so hopeful that we get a view at the top. in the other direction because that's where I want to shoot for sunset. Oh, oh yeah, we got a view. We got a view. Have we got a view? Oh my God. Look at this. Right, so I've made it to the top. As you can see behind me, it's just as soon as I got to the top, it just came in like this. I got one shot, I'll show you that now, and I'm just gonna hold out down here whilst this rain comes through. Hopefully stay as dry as possible. But oh my word, that shot was good, I think. Doesn't get better than this. Well, unless it stops raining.
Time goes by, yeah, you and I are running out, running out. Time goes
Well, I really have no idea whether you're going to be able to hear me or not, but that is the most epic thing I've ever seen. I hope you can see me, I hope you can hear me. This is an amazing mountain range, and it doesn't get better than this. It doesn't ever get better than that. I've just got to get a good shot now. I think I'm going to stack off the foreground because it's going to spend too long. So I'm going to do a pano. Just got to do a pano. Just do a pano. Pano! Pano!
now I can feel what I'm saying. I'm letting you know this heart's on the edge. You make me feel so much better.
So I've just got low here because you probably can't hear me. So I'm trying to shelter from the wind a little bit. But you can see my tripod I've got as low as possible. And at the moment I'm not shooting foreground because I just want to make the most of what I can see, which is changing amazing conditions, as you can see on the video here. But I will be at some point shooting this incredible landscape. So I've got a really good shot here. Look at the background. Amazing. It doesn't get better than that. This foreground's really good because it just is simple, anchors the bottom of the frame, leads your eye in. There's a nice diagonal of this grass through here, and then you jump through to these rocks here that look amazing. The whole thing's incredible. I'm doing it with 24mm. I don't need any wider because the mountains in the background will get smaller. That's it. So easy.
That's why I wanna spend my life with you. I wanna grow old with you. 'Cause nobody loves.
So just coming back to this shot here, and I just want to give you a little trick. Basically, I've got 24mm on at the moment, but as you can see, I've not got a lot of the bottom bit of this rock in front of me because I want to get the sky over there, which looks so epic. So a quick trick is just take your 24mm and just do a vertical pano and make sure you focus on your foreground and your background in all the bits. And obviously when you get down to just your foreground, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I've done that on here. I'll stack them together. I'll show you all of the three images and then them stacked together as well. And you just stack them in Photoshop, super easy. I'll put a video here to show you how to do it. Look at that, that is so incredible.
Now I can feel what I'm saying. I'm letting you know my heart's on the edge. 'Cause I wanna spend my life with you.
So I've not seen any light for about probably 15 minutes now. There's definitely light on the land over there, but the wind's getting stronger and stronger. It's about it's about 50 minutes before sunset. And I think it must be gusting to like 40, 50 miles an hour now, the wind. So I'm a little bit cautious because I am quite high and I've got a 2-hour walk down. So I think, unless anything changes in the next 5 minutes, that's going to be it, I think. What an amazing trip. I'm going to go back to my studio. We'll have a look at the photos, print some out, talk about it a bit more. But I just had one lens, one camera, and I guarantee I got something good. It doesn't get better than this. I don't think I'll fly my drone. Oh, I'm just going to have a quick look over here for some foreground and maybe just shooting down this line here. God, it's brutal, really brutal. Yeah, I think there's a shot down there. I'm going to have to do that. Right. I can't feel my fingers and I've got 4 layers on. No gloves though. Oh, I can't feel my fingers.
Nobody loves you like I do. That I can promise you, oh, promise you. You make me a piece of.
Right, I'm on my way down. I think that might have been the windiest photo shoot I've ever done. But as you can see, I think the mist is now rolling over the top of the mountain too much. So I'm just going to be engulfed in it soon. And although it's a reasonably good path down, I don't want to risk it. So, yep, so I'm going down. I've got maybe an hour and a half if I get a waddle on. But yeah, you can just still see the sea over there. And you can see that the wind has got up a lot because you can see the wind on the sea a lot more than before. What an amazing, incredible, ridiculous evening that was.
Wow, that was one of the most amazing hikes, and the light and wind at the top of that was so incredible. I'm so glad that I went up there with my 24-200. I don't think I'd have got up there if they'd taken much more stuff because it was 800 meters of climb. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It massively makes a difference to this video and my channel. And consider writing a comment if you enjoyed it as well, because again, that helps. And if you're not subscribed, then why not? Okay, I'm going to talk about these photos, these prints that I've done here, and I want to talk a little bit more about this lens. Before I do that, I just want to say thanks to the sponsor of this week's video, and that's MPB. If you're looking to get a lens like this, or you're looking to change your camera, or even trade in, sell your camera, then MPB is a fantastic platform for used equipment. I've used them many times in the past. I've bought used equipment the whole of my photography career for the last 30 years, and it's great. The one thing that you worry about though is you don't know how good it is, has it been checked? But with MPB, they check it, clean it, make sure everything's okay, and it also comes with a 6-month warranty, so you've got peace of mind. So go and check out MPB, there's a link in the description below. Right, onto these prints. So this was the first one that I didn't talk about actually. This was taken towards the end, but the clouds were starting to get a little bit thicker and the wind was just so ridiculous. I really like this bit of water here. You can see it's got a little bit of ripple on it. I tried to capture that in an image, but I just couldn't quite catch the ripples as I wanted them to. But it's reflecting the light nicely, which I like. I really like these rocks. It's not how I usually take foreground because there's a drop off. So there's these rocks, a drop off, and then the background mountains. I'm still not 100% sure about that. If I do that, I like there to be a slight diagonal in the image, and there is, but not as strong as I wanted. But I really liked this line here, sort of leading through up this line to the main area here. And I'm always looking for how your eyes led through an image. So I think it sort of works, this image. Be interested to know what you think in the comments below. What's interesting though, is I took this at f13. And usually, the more you stop your lens down, the softer the lens gets effectively. So you want to shoot ideally at wide open, like f5.6, I think it is for this lens. Is it f4 actually? And that'll be the sharpest part of the lens. So I shot this at f13 and didn't focus stack. It's pretty sharp though. I mean, it's not tack sharp, but you really struggle to notice that there's any sort of softness to it unless you really zoom into 100%, and certainly on an A2 print like this, you just can't tell. There's a little bit of softness towards the edges, but I'm really surprised about this because f13 I thought it would start to fall down. Where you can't tell is on these images here, which are so sharp, it's untrue. So these are two panos that I took. One as I was walking up of the village in the distance here, and the clouds are just like the way the clouds were just hanging over the top here as the rain was blowing through. And this was taken in portrait like this. I went across and took about 6 shots. It ended up being about 180 megapixels, both of these. But obviously you've got more megapixels then, and you're not blowing up as much, so you can't see any degradation in the lens as much. And I guarantee you will not be able to tell the difference between this lens and any other lens if you're printing at sort of this size, a pano, and even bigger, even probably twice this size. So, you know, you can do things to minimize the impact a lesser quality lens has by doing things like panos. Or shooting at a wider open aperture, and certainly for these, I shot these at a wider open aperture because there's no foreground in them, so you might as well do that. And then finally this one, which I've got to admit I blow hot and cold about. I either think, wow, I really like this image, or I think, I'm not sure. But I'll tell you what I thought. I obviously talked a lot about this image when I took it. This is effectively an 18mm shot, and you're thinking, how did I do that? Well, you saw me in the field. I was shooting a pano vertically like that. There's an advantage of doing that as well. It doesn't always work, but it did work in this case. Is I focused for the bottom one on the rocks, for the middle one on these rocks, and for the top one on the mountains. And when I stitched it, it worked really well in Lightroom. And I've got a little bit more room here. I cropped it in a little bit. But yeah, it's pin sharp from here all the way through to the mountains. So I didn't have to focus stack it because I did that sort of other stacking technique, and it looks fantastic. I managed to get a wider shot out of a 24mm lens, and it was a bit of a hassle. It would have been nice to have a wider lens, if I'm honest, and perhaps that's a mistake. I should have just taken a light, maybe a 14 to 30mm lens, but this looks good. I'm not sure about it because I just think there's a lot going on. And I blow hot and cold because I really like the red rock and the red down here that sort of draws you through the image, again leading your eye through the image, but I'm just not 100% sure. So I'd love to know what you think again in the comments below. Tell me whether you like this or you're not sure about it. And that's it. Before I go, I just want to say I've got the Spirit of Luscantire exhibition in the UK. So if you're not in the UK, probably not interested in this because you're probably, unless you're going to fly over for it. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week, I am doing a small exhibition, the Spirit of Luscantire. I'm going to be there every day, so you can come and meet me. And if you're not got a book, you can pick up a book there, or if you want to get a book, there's still some available. You can order them online as well. I'll put a link in the description below. But yeah, it'd be great to see some faces because all I look at is a camera. Okay, thanks ever so much for watching, and until next Sunday, bye.